Destroying Destiny, Book 2, The Tooth Bully, Chapter 2, The Suckers. The boy, the girl, and the backpack walked down a trail surrounded by black licorice weeds on all sides. Once filled by prairie sprinkles, the land before them is now covered in tangled candy weeds that blacken the sugar-coated ground. And all the while, taffy vultures' coarse squawks and jello swine's gruff grunts come from all around. Yet, despite Destiny's drought-induced licorice plight against the prairie-sprinkled, frilled prairie, nervous and adventurous prairie mice scurry in for sugar rushes. An odd, mysterious laughter comes from the few surviving peppermint bushes. And our heroes hear, somewhere in the distance, not too far in the distance, the playful playing of the sugar-hide chip skunks, buffalo meerkats, and a one-legged dog cow, all of whom once inhabited the prairie. "What is that sound?" Pancake worried. "Well, I don't know. I don't see anything," Steve zipped. "It sounds like taffy vulture's coarse squawks and jello swine's gruff grunts to me," Gertrude smiled. "Or it could be," Steve paused to hone in on the sounds, "the chip skunks, buffalo meerkats, and a dog cow playing." Pancake rolled her eyes, let loose a little sentiment in frustration, then continued. "No, I mean the weird giggles coming from the weeds." Are you sure you aren't just hearing Luciano?" Steve zipped with a smile, if he could smile. "No!" Pancake huffed as she went behind Gertrude and unzipped Steve, looking at the little pet the backpack kept inside him. "I would know our little singing caterpillar's song anywhere." "Oh!" Pancake gasped. "Guys! Guys! Luciano's making a cocoon!" The candy girl squealed. "Oh, someday he'll be a beautiful opera-singing vibrato fly." "A vibrato fly? Came a young voice from the licorice brambles. Pancake looked up to see a boy in rags approaching, and as he did, the sound of the odd giggles grew and grew in volume. "Vibrato flies? Ugh, bad for eating." The boy held a lollipop in his mouth with his lips as he talked, kept his hands stuffed in his torn overalls pockets as he walked, and was hardly thicker than a celery stalk. "Come here, boys, be hurrying," the boy called back into the weeds. "The name's Theodore T. Moosamelton, but most just be calling me Sticky," Sticky said, offering a handshake to Pancake. "Sticky? Why?" Pancake winced as she shook his hand, feeling the sweet stickiness from build-up upon build-up of candy residue. "Oh, I see," the girl said as she tried to unstick her hand from his. "It's from all the lollipops I be eatin' every day." Sticky turned around again, saying once more, "Be hurryin', boys, come on! We gotta go sugar water the lollipop fields before nightfall." Finally, one giggling little boy popped through the weeds, soon to be followed by more upon more, many more, all giggling, and in age no more than 4. All the laughing boys had matching overalls, stickiness, and suckers in their mouths, and before our heroes could keep count of them, there were more than too many to be counted, too many galore. "'Bout time," Sticky scolded, then shook his head. "They're always lagging behind, poor boys." "What are you guys doing here?" Gertrude asked, combing back his hair. "Well, like I was saying, sugar waterin' the lollipop fields," Sticky said. "It be our only food source." "Oh dear, why?" Pancake gasped, taken aback. "It be all we need, right, boys?" the young boy said, calling to the younger boys. "Suckers, lollipops, all we needin', Sticky," all the little boys chuckled. "And it be just about all we can eat for now, seeing as the tooth bully knocked out all of our baby teeth," Sticky chimed, taking his lollipop from his mouth and giving a quick toothless grin. "People round here be callin' us the Suckers. They call us boys the Suckers because all we eat is suckers, because we believe that all we need is suckers. No need for the dairy, meats, vegetables, or fruits, or even breakfast foods, even though they say breakfast be the most important meal of the day." Sticky turned back to the boys. "Right, boys? Suckers, lollipops, all we needin', Sticky," all the suckers chuckled. Sticky, being no more than 10, raised his eyebrows with his wisdom. "So you see, suckers be all we needin', because we believe them to be. All things are that way, the way you believe them to be." "Are you sure about that?" Gertrude smiled, scratching his head at the oddity. "Well, yeah, it be obvious," Sticky said, waving his sucker in the air. "Come on, walk and talk." Sticky motioned for our heroes and the suckers to follow him down the trail. It be obvious. If I believe that a table can fly, it be true. Reality be how a person believes it to be. I've heard people say that, Steve quickly zipped. But how is that always true? What do you mean? Sticky said, trying to scratch his sticky forehead, but only getting his sticky hand stuck to it. Suckers, lollipops, all we needin', Sticky, all the suckers sang, showing off their toothless gums. Well, I don't believe that, and under your idea, my belief is also true, but our beliefs are opposites, Steve zipped. Your idea contradicts itself. Or at least that's what I've heard. Sticky sucked harshly on his sucker in thought, and with a shrug of a shoulder said, well, I don't be believin' that. As Sticky finished his thoughts, the black licorice weeds became an afterthought, and broke way to dozens upon dozens of lollipop buds. Come on, suckers, we best be hurryin'. With that, the suckers scurried past their leader, their little feet patting the ground as they pushed forward in a vigor for sugar-watering lollipops. Sticky let out a little chuckle. Gee willikers, those little goobs be about as excited for lollipops as a carnivorous scavenger squirrel is for an overweight chipskunk flesh. Be seeing ya. Wait, Pancake called, causing Sticky to stop mid-step. Do you know where we should go from here if we are to visit the Tooth Fairy's breakfast temple? For a moment, Sticky said nothing. Then giving a quick suck on his sucker, he slowly responded. Why you be wantin' to go there? The boy's brow furrowed with uncanny seriousness. That is, his furrowed brow had nothing to do with cans, but was unique and peculiar nonetheless. Well, we are needing to get the Sky's control room's key, Steve explained matter-of-factly, so we can unlock the room and stop Dark Lord Jane in his plight of the world. In befuddled concern, Sticky's eyes grew wide, very wide, and he took the sucker from his mouth. So you're a-tellin' me that you three, plan on taking down the Tooth Bully? Yes, and getting the Sky's control room's key and freeing the Tooth Fairy, Steve zipped. Bad idea, Sticky shivered. All you will accomplish is getting your teeth knocked out. And that won't be a problem for me, Steve chuckled. Steve, shh, Pancake sighed. Let him talk. Sticky continued. You have to realize, they don't be calling him the Tooth Bully for fun. He be a bull, a real live bull, with horns the size of a Clark's stomach and an ego as big as that too. But the worst part is his mouth. All the little teeth he pounds out of his victims, he has the treacherous fairies that betrayed the Tooth Fairy put into a... What are they called? What they be called? Sticky thought for a moment. Ah, dentures. He has dentures. They say that his smile be so ugly that it... Sticky paused, closing his eyes tightly and giving his sucker a quick suck. That it be causing nightmares for his victims. Ain't nobody be able to take him down. Ugh, Pancake grimaced, looking to Gertrude. She spoke. Guys, I don't know if we can do this. Swiveling his sword, Gertrude combed back his hair. Pan, Sticky, we have this. If we destroyed the Westerfish's reign in the Easter Bunny's palace, then we can do this. Wait! Sticky gawked, dropping his sucker to the ground. You guys be the rumored ones of the prophecy? Gertrude the Valiant, the one and only Steve the Grand, and... I think I remember correctly. Pancake? You guys succeeded? Frustrated little swirls of cinnamon shot from Pancake's nostrils. Pancake the Persistent? Wow, word travels fast, Steve zipped. Sticky nodded. Yeah, indeed it do. Sticky scratched his head and lowered his tone to a whisper. And between you and me, I suppose I should be telling you about the other boy before I tell you which way to be going. The other boy? Pancake asked. Yeah, the other boy. He passed by here a couple days ago. Had the same sword. Sticky nodded to Gertrude's weapon. Said he'd be looking for the keys to the control room, too. The sister sword, Gertrude said, combing back his hair. It came from the same enchanted stone that mine did. It was said that only a heart of valor could pull the swords out. Wow! Sticky marveled. giving a quick suck to a sucker he'd just picked up off the ground. "So you must be a good fella." Combing back his hair, Gertrude blushed. "Well, he wasn't the one to pull the swords out of the stone," Steve interrupted. "Someone had already pulled them out and run off mere moments before we got to the stone with Emperor Dad." Changing the subject, Gertrude asked, "So what did the boy look like, and why was he gathering the keys?" "Suckers, lollipops, all we needin', Sticky," called the toothless toddlers to their ringleader as they hurriedly sugar-watered the lollipops. "I be there in a bit," called Sticky. "Well, I be flipped in dog-cow cud and smushed in licorice. Those boys ain't got no patience the one time I'm a behind." Sticky shook his head. "Nah, I don't remember what he looked like. Was too dark to tell. And he wouldn't say his reason. Was all quiet like, kept to himself. Now I better be going," the young Sticky boy said, turning to help his fellow suckers. "Wait, where do we go from here?" Pancake sighed. "Just be going towards the setting sun, and when you reach the oasis, keep on a-going until you reach the broccoli woods. You'll be meeting an ape there named Calvin," Sticky grinned, taking steps backward toward his lollipop field. "He can help you all from there." "An ape?" Pancake, the candy girl, sneered as the Sticky fellow began sugar-watering the crops. "Who believes in apes?" "Not most candy people. Or at least that's what I've heard." Steve zipped as him, the backpack, the boy, and the girl began an argument on the existence of apes as they traveled toward the oasis.